Welcome back, everybody. I'm your host, T70 Racer. Hope you guys had a great Christmas. Been a little bit busy around, so with the holidays and stuff, so I haven't been able to shoot this video. But here we are with Wreckfest 2, Update 5, 1 and 2. We're meaning to cover this since it came out, but again, it's been a tad busy with other things around. But nevertheless, I'm going to cover this update for you, like I did the last other two. So I'm going to pull this up real quick. You guys can see the list of changes that Wreckfest has done. As you can see from content update number 5, patch number 1, the first part of this update, you can see they have covered a lot of different issues. Now, of course, talking about this last time that I made a video on this, everybody seems to have their own issues, including myself. And as you can see, I run this game being in a really small box because this game is really very, very sensitive on frames, and it hasn't gotten any better since that point, for me anyway. This being a 3090 RTX that sits in this laptop, it's pushing pretty hard. It's working pretty hard to run this. Anyhow, but what I would like to showcase for you guys today is the Dodge Grand Caravan, the 2000 Dodge Grand Caravan. They have added one of those and a Honda Prelude to the game, so we're going to give those two a try. I may, again, try to hop into multiplayer. I may not, depending, because the luck I always get with multiplayer lobbies is very shit to none, really, to be honest. So I might not even cover it again in this video because it's just the same old every time. I don't want to just do that. So I'm just going to test it on some two or three tracks, probably run the cars a little bit. I'm going to also try to keep this video short but sweet, too, at the same time, a little shorter than last time. I would like to try to keep my videos a little bit shorter, like when it comes to stuff like this, maybe a little bit so it's a little bit more attractive on the audience, maybe. But of course, I like to elaborate as much as I can about the cars and the updates as much as possible as I always do. But without further ado, let's give it a shot and see what happens. I go to custom races, scrapyard. Let's see. I gotta probably adjust my. Let's give out the Grand Caravan first. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna. That's up the audio. The audio is up there. Let's see if I get any audio at all. If I do, I don't know. Here we go. Dodge Grand Caravan. We got a Cavalier and a '65 Mustang with me. Woo! I forgot what I want to do at the bat, but that's okay. So overall, I really love how raspy. Oh, excuse me, Cavalier. I'm sorry, buddy. Okay, he's just gonna wipe him out. Make sure I get my camera nice and situated. That's where I want it. Nice and close to the vehicle. Gotta find my handbrake again a little bit. Oh boy. So right off the get-go, I really love how raspy the Grand Caravan is. Did a really good job really covering that sound from that V6. It sounds a little bit more beefy than it would actually sound in real life. But absolutely love it. And I feel, comparative to the other cars, I feel like this guy has just enough power. Nothing more, nothing less. It feels like it just has enough power just to get by. Now, in the trailer, they said that it claims to do 200 horsepower, and I probably believe that. It feels just about that anyway, I guess. Woo! I'm going to go right into the wall. No, I'm alright. Okay, I'm good. It is front-wheel drive, like it is in real life. So, but it's pretty damn precise, though. Like, it's pretty damn into the corners, and, I mean, you can still flick it around quite easily like that. You can kind of, well, obviously you're met with basically a short a bit of a short toss because you're only front wheel drive, so you can't really hold it and weight transfer and all those fun things with the wheel spin and everything as you're getting sideways and drifting it using the real drive cars. Just can't make it work. But you can, but sometimes you finesse it just right, you can make it go around and make it look absolutely fucking amazing by around things. She understeers just a little bit, but that's okay. Can't expect any less from a front wheel drive like this. But I got like a 58 on this. Was the best time I got with the Grand Caravan on this particular track. Minus me not hitting things like that. Woo! Hello, 65. Oh, fuck. Okay, he's gonna wipe me out. That's okay. Yeah, we had a bit of a collision, but that's okay. That's fine. I think that Cavalier is all the way up there now, having some fun on his own. So actually, maybe sliding it, maybe. But a lot of fun overall. Left that one pretty wide, but that's okay. Ooh. I went too far. Went too far. So I have restarted the race just because I got a little bit messy back there, so I kind of restarted it. So here we are. Now I'm just hanging up in first place here. Showing these two guys what this Grand Caravan can do. In my hands, anyway. As you can see, my best time right now with the Grand Caravan's at 58, but I bet you anyone could probably do it a lot faster than I can, maybe. But I will say I've spent a little bit of time with this in the last time I've actually was on here and giving it a kind of pre-test before shooting this video. So, kind of what I'll always do too is I'll always kind of pre-test it just in case, you know, and I'll just kind of add like my reaction afterwards because just in case any of these updates, especially these days, you know, if it doesn't run off the bat or whatever, you know, then it's like, oh, well, I'm not going to shoot a video with broken stuff, right? So, yeah. But this guy, this is now officially the second Dodge Grand Caravan set-aside GTA 5's model, of course, in any racing game ever made in history, if people don't really know. And I'm pretty sure I'm quite correct on that. With the amount of racing games I've played in my time at this point, and especially throughout my younger years. So, yeah, this has to be the first really well done Dodge Grand Caravan, 2000 Dodge Grand Caravan ever made to any racing game. So, kudos to that. I definitely am very happy to see a Dodge Grand Caravan in a racing game. Super fun to play with. These are cars. These are cars I want to see more of. Cars in the 2000s, you know, the grocery getters. If Wreckfest ever adds my dream car, I'm going to, like, you know, absolutely jump off the roof or something because no game has really done that. So, for those who know me, you guys know what my dream car is. But, you know, I want to see more games incorporate cars like these. This is exactly what I look forward to, especially more often than not, is to have these daily beater commuter cars. Anyhow, so yeah, pulled a 58 on that. But this is my Dodge Grand Caravan. I'm gonna head back to the main menu here and show you guys a few more things. So I'm just gonna briefly go into this because they've added quite a bit of new features in the Crap It menu, where you can paint your car any way you like. Now, I will say though, when doing, for me, I'm not gonna demonstrate it because when it's just gonna lag like crap. So I've noticed the Crap It lags my computer like crap. Yeah. So you can paint your car any way you like. Oops, pick up. Apply rust, and you can see here I've sort of already done that with this Dodge Grand Caravan. Kind of painted a very common scheme, as you would say. These are very popular in Canada, where I'm from, and they're very. There's a lot of them were pretty much like this back in the 2000s as I grew up. So I got it painted just like that. But you can apply rust, sandblast, dents, and stuff like that. And this is the first racing I've ever seen to really implement anything of that nature. So I'm very, very, very cool. Very, very cool to see that. And it's quite well done. I just, on my end, I notice it just lags a lot when you're painting and you're applying dents and all that. It starts to lag as you're doing it, which is not, I don't know what's going on there, but it's very, very bizarre. It shouldn't be doing that as you're applying it, at least for me, it shouldn't be doing it. Anyway, but let's try the second car. We're going to try that Honda Prelude now, and we're going to try it on the Canyon track. Toss it around there for a little bit. We're going to give the Honda Prelude a try over here on the Crash Canyon course, which is, I think, now, at this point, my second favorite track on this map. The tracks are amazing. The cars still sound amazing. They feel great on the controller. But again, just optimization needs to continue to be worked on and they seriously need to do their homework for people's systems and people's chips, because it's just not quite there for me yet, and it should be, because Wreckfest 1 again didn't run like this at all, and graphically these two are almost the same. I mean, to me they do look the same, but there's a lot of factors obviously that I'm ignorant to say the least. A lot of bits and pieces that I'm not knowledgeable of. But that being said, I think this game needs to be a lot better optimized than this. I mean, more than half the games I have are on this laptop run 10 times better than this, and it shouldn't be running this hard. It should not be, but it is. All right, here we go. Honda Prelude, Crash Canyon. Let's toss it around. Kind of painted it a faded metallic gasoline green, if you will. I've seen Honda Preludes in this color. Kind of add some black to make it a little bit more, tougher looking, if you will. Kind of going the wrong side over here. Ooh, hello. Like I said, I don't think I'm going to run online this time around. The last couple of times I ran online, it's just not worth me walking to right now. I'll wait a little longer and shit. Okay. As I was saying, I don't think I'm going to run online this time around, because every time I do, it's always just issues and getting lagged out, and it just never works. It just never works yet. There's not enough servers. And it's just not as populated yet, because this game is still early access and it's still being worked on and it's not finished. But, I think we're just going to skip online for this video and come back at a later date. But I love this Honda Prelude, though. Not going to lie, I love the sound. Getting beat up by the Camaro back there. Woo! Again, there's still no... Ooh! Oh, shit! Oh, my God! Oh, ow! Holy smokes! I fucked up this prelude, man. Jesus. We'll see if I can actually catch up here with these guys. I don't think I will. We'll see. We'll give it a shot. That was, I didn't land that correctly. But, yeah, really cool. Love the Honda Prelude. Great add-on. I love Hondas in general anyway, so this is just a nice add-on in general. Catch up to these two guys. Bang. Bang. Ooh, three-wheeling a little bit, but that's okay. Tweaking. I don't think I'm going to catch these guys at all. It feels like this car does not have ABS. To me, it doesn't. And I'll talk about that in a second, too, a little bit. But it feels like there's no ABS on this car. It feels like if I hit the brake, it kind of... I'm turning and nothing's really happening. So, obviously, the ABS is not there. So, I have to be careful with that. And I will say, from that point on, they still haven't added the fine-tuning, the body components, having a completely locked and welded diff, so no differential fine-tuning, nothing. So none of that has come to the game. So a lot of these cars could have a lot of potential. I don't know whether they're going to do that or not. I hope they do. I know my buddy Otto talked about it, mentioned to me that they still haven't added body parts in again. Probably something that we'll add when it's finished to the game, of course. So this is still quite early access, and I'm following it very closely since the day I got it last year. It's going to be about a year now. It's going to be about 1 year at least since I've had it on early access, and this is how far we've come. At least in this particular resolution ratio here, I am running 60 frames, but it seems that I keep having to make my screen smaller and smaller and smaller, and I don't know, like at any other size, it just does not want to give me consistent frames. It's really bad. It's really bad on that end, and it's quite terrible. And it's like, man, but everybody has different issues. Some people are saying this game runs really smooth on their computer, and they don't have. I think one didn't have the same. Was running a lower than a 3090 on their computer. So it's an absolute shock. Now, obviously, I'm running this on a laptop, not a desktop. So obviously, there's a lack of performance coming out of that too. But I feel as if also there's this optimization research that has to be done, and they gotta look into it and really tweak some things here, because it doesn't make quite sense to me that this is like, absolute overloading. And the numbers, when you go on the actual graphical RAM, it's really up to the max on this thing, and it's not. It should not be. And I don't see that whenever I make an adjustment in the actual graphic settings. There's nothing that it's not going lower. It's not going higher. It's not changing like it does in GTA 5 or any other racing game or driving game or any other video game in general. It does not do that. So, yeah. But we'll see, I'm going to send it off. Ah! Rip. I think I'll end the video here. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm your host, T70 Racer. I'll definitely catch you guys next one. I'll be doing some updates on this game as they come. Hopefully a little closer on the date, but of course a little bit late on this one. But definitely next one should be a lot closer. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Drop a like, leave a comment. Tell me what you guys think about the update so far. What would you like to see? What are your specific problems that you guys are having on your game in compared to mine? I would very curious to know, and at the same time give a little more context to what is going on in terms of everybody's individual situation with this game. But that is all. I'm your host, T70 Racer. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys next one. Peace.
A new van! Dodge Caravan. This 7-passenger minivan has room for the entire family, and the dog comes with family value package 22T, plus climate control Group 2, convenience Group 3, and rear window defroster, paint sealant, and fabric protection. It's the Dodge Caravan at the Dodge Caravan.